Good afternoon, Facebook friends. Thank you for joining us. I'm Kelly from CompTIA, and today we're talking to some of our Cloud Essentials SMEs. So to kick this off, would you guys mind introducing yourselves to our assembled friends?
Sure. I guess I'll start. My name is Derek Bogars. I am president and founder of a managed IT services company called FireLogic out in the Des Plaines area here, and we do IT support and consulting and training for small and mid-sized businesses.
I know where Des Plaines is. That's a good one.
Very close to here.
Excellent. And you, sir?
And me, I'm Cornelius Sack. I currently work for a large consulting firm by the name of Deloitte. I'm currently a senior solution specialist, focusing on information assurance and security.
Excellent. Do you think that you guys could tell us a little bit about how you became subject matter experts for CompTIA?
Go ahead, Cornelius.
Flip a coin, whatever you
Well,
prefer.
for me, it started back in about 2011 for me, where I just got a random email or call saying, "Hey, Cornelius, we've seen you online. Are you interested in becoming a subject matter expert?" Entertained the thought, did a little research, and I was like, okay, this seems pretty cool. And ever since then, I've been actively involved in the community. It was a way for me to give back.
We appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you?
Personally, for me, it was CompTIA reaching out to me. I've been working professionally in IT now since I've been a junior in high school, so it's been a journey. And they reached out to me a couple of years into college, and I kind of hemmed and hawed about it, but stuck my neck out a little bit, took the chance, and I've been doing subject matter expert work for CompTIA now since 2007. So quite a few years and a lot of workshops. So
We have veterans at the table
Yes.
today.
Yes.
Yes, we
Excellent.
do.
Well, thanks for taking the time to do this. We want to talk a little bit about Cloud Essentials. So can you guys tell us and our audience a little bit about what is Cloud Essentials?
Well, Cloud Essentials to me is one of those exams that kind of put you in the seat of a business analyst and also understanding or communicating with a technical individual. So you're aligning those two and basically getting to a point where we call strategic alignment for all my business folks out there, where you're trying to marry the information when you're going to the cloud. So it's a perfect example for those that are trying to, one, ramp up for the cloud, get an understanding of the cloud, and are pursuing those endeavors.
from my perspective, since I do a lot in the small and mid-sized business space, I see Cloud Essentials as filling the gap that one of the big issues that we've had in that arena is the cloud conversation has been controlled by the vendors. There hasn't been as much internal knowledge. There hasn't been as much of the understanding of those foundations and those principles from those business leaders from inside the organization. I really see Cloud Essentials as being able to fill that gap and provide that nice level baseline of understanding where it's, leaving the technical side for the Cloud Plus, but really allowing us to dive into the business and the strategic and security concepts that are really, really important when deciding on making a move to a cloud environment.
And that's certainly important since all of our exams are vendor neutral, of course. So it is an opportunity that doesn't necessarily exist elsewhere. A lot of our audience may be familiar with a different exam that has to do with Cloud Plus. So would you guys mind talking a little bit about how Essentials and Cloud Plus are different? Sure.
So remember earlier I talked about or mentioned strategic alignment. So I'm going to go a little bit further while we're talking about the two exams. One, you have the business side, and then you have the technical side. For the business analyst, you're going to go to the Cloud Essentials. For the person who's doing the implementation, the administration, the architects, designing of the whole cloud platform, you're going to go for the Cloud Plus. So the clear distinction or delineation between the exams is which focus, which functionality you're going after. So like I mentioned, that strategic alignment, where you're aligning the technical skills with a business approach. The business analyst is justifying, quantifying, and qualifying what they're doing from a technical standpoint, while the other side is you're implementing all the controls, all the designs, and all the hardware and software that you're going to be utilizing in the cloud.
Yeah, the Cloud Essentials exam, I really feel does a good job in allowing those business analysts, those other individuals in an organization that may be supporting the business decision makers and being able to take the numbers, take what risks may be involved with making a move to the cloud, running a cloud environment, what's involved with migrating those kinds of systems. Again, leaving the technical side for the technicians, but bringing forth the business concepts and the business realities to the table to be able to understand and make an informed decision, and not just being concerned about being in the weeds. We have Cloud Plus for that. Now we're filling that other area of the spectrum where businesses really can enable themselves to make informed decisions and not just worry about the technicians doing all the nitty-gritty work.
So it sounds like we've discussed a little bit about who needs to take these exams. Cloud Essentials certainly is not a cloud light. It's just a different audience focus. So where does Cloud Essentials fit in the marketplace?
Cloud Essentials for me is one of those exams that if you want to be business savvy, and if you're on the technical side and you need to ramp up with project management skills, with whether you're working with ITIL, Agile, Waterfall, you name it, right? The software development lifecycle, you can implement these practices that are a part of this exam into your everyday activity. So for me, it's for anyone who wants to enlighten themselves on the business side of the cloud. So again, I keep saying this key word, strategic alignment, is getting those to adopt those business functions and their business mindset in a technical environment. Because again, technology is the driver, but business enables the technology and to produce the cash flow and the revenue. So.
Excellent. Go ahead. Yes,
I fully agree. But again, bringing it back also to the small and mid-sized business space, I feel Cloud Essentials allows individuals, again, at the enterprise level, we may have a lot of the junior business analysts at play. In my arena, they don't really exist as heavily, but it's not to say that people filling similar kind of positions that are helping those decision makers, they're the ones that can go ahead and get trained up on these skills to be able to sit down, analyze the information, and help make those informed decisions, even if there aren't full departments dedicated to be able to handle these kinds of scenarios.
Agreed.
Excellent. So I feel like we've gone kind of all over the board for Cloud Essentials, a little bit about Cloud Plus. Is there anything else about Cloud Essentials that you want to add that I didn't ask you about that you think our audience would need to know about it? Big question, I know.
It's a great question. I think it's an exam, again, if you're a perfect use case for it, you're a business analyst, your company is thinking about pursuing cloud to either optimize costs, total cost of ownership, return on investment, and you have no clue what any aspects of the cloud are. This is one of those exams that will put you in the seat to help you understand what you need to know when talking about the cloud. So that's what I want people to understand about this particular exam, that this exam does put you in that space. It gives you that use case to propel you on your next phase of your cloud journey.
And adding on to that, I think, again, a lot of people think CompTIA, they think A+, Network Plus, all the very heavy technical exams. A lot of people may get scared off by, seeing, the name Cloud Essentials and may not realize that, again, this is a very approachable exam, even if you don't have a very strong technical background and have no interest in it. We're very soft on the technical concepts with this exam, so we really broaden that playing field and allow a lot more individuals to be able to get their foot in the door and understand these concepts where you don't have to be the technician, you don't have to be a cloud architect, you don't have to be a CIO. This really appeals to that lower end audience that is helping and enabling those decision makers that are going to be in charge of saying yay or nay to a cloud direction.
Awesome. Well, this has been really helpful. Thank you, gentlemen, today for all of your time and your insights on Cloud Essentials. If you are interested in Cloud Essentials, certainly we have information at certification.comptia.org right now. Stay tuned. We will be updating those exam objectives shortly, and you guys will be the first to know. So thank you again for tuning in today, and until next time, bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.